Hey all, welcome to the video lecture of typecasting and comma operator, size of operator, and the compound assignment operator. So these are all the topics we are going to discuss today. First, typecasting. Typecasting is simply a mechanism by which we can change the data type of a variable no matter how it was originally defined. We are able to change the data type of the variable, okay, irrespective of how it is originally defined. When a variable is type casted into a different type, the compiler basically treat this variable as of the new data type. Okay, when you perform a typecast, the data type of the variable will be treated as a new data type. So here you see the sample program. So we have a program as include stdio.h. I'm including the header file void main. So integer a equal to 5 and b equal to 8. Decline two variable integer a equal to 5, b equal to 8, and a float variable c equal to 0, d equal to 0. So I'm performing an operation c equal to a by b. So what a and b are the integer variable a by b. So a by b will result in 0. It will result in, okay, because the a is uh, okay, a is a dividend, b is the divisor. So the divisor value is higher than the dividend, so it will result in 0 point and something, some numerical value. But what it will do, it will return the value 0. Okay, because both values are integer, it will not return the value after this decimal point. So that's why what happened when it stored 0 is stored in the variable c. C is a float variable. That's why it will store the value 0.000 is the result. The similar thing, what I am doing, I am printing slash n. I'm giving a percentage f slash n. I am printing a c. I will get the result 0.000. Then what I am doing, d equal to, now I am doing typecast. This is known as typecasting. Okay. I am giving a float in the bracket, open close bracket, and giving a type float of a. What will happen? The compiler will treat a as a float. At the same time, the compiler will treat float of b. Okay, float is typecasting of b. Actually, a and b are the integer. Here we are converting it as a float. Float, this is known as typecasting, explicit typecasting. Float, okay, float of open close bracket. You have to give the open close bracket for the data type, okay, not for this variable. Okay, a float of a and a float of b. So now a and b become float. When we perform the division, we are getting a value 0.62500. How it is possible? Because the a and b are converted into float type. When we put in the value of d, it will return 0.625, the exact answer. Okay, so see it in the code block. Okay, I'm using a Zoom app, okay, to zoom the result to you. Okay, so what I'm doing now, open my code block. So in this code block, okay, we are having that program which we discussed. Integer a equal to 5, b equal to 8, float c and d equal to 0, c equal to a by b. Okay, here I'm not doing any type conversion. I print the value here. Okay, percentage of c is get printed, and d equal to float of a by float of b. I'm printing the value of d here. We'll run the program and check the result. Okay, see the output. So first the value is 0.000, second value is 0.62500. Okay, for a better understanding, what we will do, we'll give a here in a printing. I'm giving the c equal to, I'm giving c equal to percentage f, comma c. Okay, then I'm giving here d equal to percentage f, and we'll get the print the d value. So now we will see, okay, you have to give a slash n, the Boolean character. Okay, now what I did, I give the clarification. C equal to percentage of this value will get printed. D equal to percentage of the D value will get printed. Okay, save the program. I'll run the program again. So now what will happen here? Here, C equal to 0.00, D equal to 0.6625. When you're doing type conversion, you are getting a accurate answer. Otherwise, to integer will return the value 0 only. It won't return the fraction value. So this is known as a typecasting and type conversion. So the type conversion is divided into two types. The type conversion is divided into two types. What we discussed here is actually what we discussed here is that is an explicit type conversion. Okay. So type conversion is divided into two types. One is implicit automatic casting. Second one is explicit given casting. Explicitly, we are forcefully making the conversion. Implicit casting, automatic transformation works in a way that a variable operand of a data type that is smaller in length than the data type of the second variable or operand, the transforming internally to a variable of a data type with the longer number of length. Okay, the variable which is having a smaller length, that means it consumes low memory. Integer consumes the low level memory than compared with the float. Okay, float will compare 8 bytes, integer will consume 4 bytes, and float will consume 8 bytes. So integer will automatically convert it into float. Okay, so the variable or a operand which is having a smaller in length is automatically converted into a variable or data type of the variable in the larger in length. See this example. Okay, so here what I am doing, okay, actually yesterday void main, I'm declaring a variable integer a equal to 10, float f equal to 5.4. I am declaring another variable g. So g equal to a plus f. Okay, a is an integer, f is a float. So what will happen? The result will again converted. Okay, float is having a larger length than the integer. That will not happen. The float will be converted into, okay, now, okay, the into the integer will be converted into float. Our result is 15.4. The result is 15.4. I'm adding an integer with the float variable, but result is in the form of a float because the lower length variable is a, it is integer. Higher length variable is f, f is a float. Okay, float consume 8 bytes, integer consume 4 bytes. Okay, we'll see it in the example. Okay, so what will happen? This is known as a explicit type conversion. Okay, we can see this as an example. I'm declaring a typecasting example. So this is our program. We'll run the program and check the result. Yes, see the result. The G value is 15.4. Okay, so result. An integer and a float variable are used in the expression. A is an integer, F is a float. Result is the value is stored in G. When you're printing a G, I'm getting a result as a float variable. So the smaller length data type variable is automatically converted into higher length data type variable. So this is known as a implicit type conversion, which we discussed is the previous example is a explicit type conversion. So we'll see some other example for explicit type conversion. C provide typecasting facility to convert an expression to be a specific data type. The format of the cast is type. Okay, data type, you should be given the data type in the open and close parenthesis followed by the expression. Type is a valid C data type. Okay, example are given here. Integer x equal to 5, float y. So what I'm doing, okay, y equal to float of x plus 3.9. So x value 5. When you give like this, okay, the x value will become 5.0. So integer is converted into float. Plus 3.9 and 8.9 is my result. Likewise, integer z, okay, integer z equal to integer of 3.14. What I am doing here, explicitly converting the float into a integer variable. Okay, if you give an integer, open close parenthesis by giving integer, this value will be converted into integer. What will happen? The digits after the decimal part will get omitted. My result is a 3. This is known as the explicit type conversion.